Hey everybody, welcome to another video. And today we're going to talk about stippling versus rubber grips. Alright, so stippling. What is stippling? This is stippling. This rough, coarse, sandpaperish texture that everybody and their mommy love to put on their handgun handle. Alright? And I say to those people, they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Okay? Because I'll cut to the chase. The rubber grips is where it's at. I hate to tell you guys, but if you chose to spend hundreds of dollars stippling your handle, you made a huge mistake. Okay? I don't get it with you guys, some of you guys. You know, you make these guns so ridiculously modded, okay? You like to cut holes in your slides, add tips to your barrel that supposedly compensates recoil, and then you talk about a heavier front end is better for less recoil, so you add more stuff to the end of your barrel, yet then you cut away weight from the slide by making slide cuts, and you contradict yourself like that. And you know, it just goes on and on. The trigger, okay, you know, you got to make the trigger lighter or flatter and this and that, and you know, and then you got to stipple your handles. At the end of the day, basically what you have after all that modification is a gun totally unsuitable for carry. Okay? Basically, what you have done is turned it into a range toy. A gun only suitable for the range. That's it. Forget about the trigger safety, because now you done made it so feather light that any kind of little touch on the trigger is gonna make the gun go off. Okay, so it's pretty much unsafe to carry. All right. Forget about the fact that you have mutilated the slides so much that unless you're using premium ammo, just the precise type of premium ammo, the gun is not going to work right. Okay. I could just go on and on the pros and cons of modifying your expertly developed and expertly manufactured handgun that you have no business modifying. All right. But I digress. Let's go back to the subject at hand. All right. So, stippling is a permanent way of attaching more grip to your handle. But the most important flaw of stippling, okay, is it's very uncomfortable. Yes, in your hand, it's grippy. But even in your own hand, after a good session of shooting it at the range, your hand is going to feel a little some kind of way, because that is a rough texture, okay? And a lot of people will say, well, as long as you don't carry an appendix, it won't rub up against your belly and it won't make your belly uncomfortable. But you can carry it for duty weapons. It's just fine. No, it's not. Okay, and I'm going to show a clip of that at the end of this video, just to give you an example how uncomfortable this stippling is for appendix carry, 3 o'clock carry, 4 o'clock carry. I don't care how you carry it, inside the waistband or outside the waistband. Stippling is no good. Okay, stippling will mess up your clothes. Okay, it'll mess up your underwear. Okay, it'll mess up your waistline on your pants. It'll mess up your shirt. Okay, because this rough material will cause wear and tear on your clothes, not just your skin. All right. So, stippling, no, don't do it, okay? Especially on a fine, expensive gun like this Staccato. What the hell was you thinking, Staccato, to put stippling on a already heavy friggin' gun that is almost impossible to carry? You're going to make it even more impossible to carry by putting stippling on your handles. No, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, now, these rubber grips, rubber sleeves, or whatever you want to call them, I got these from Amazon. I picked the cheapest brand that I can find. I mean, the cheapest rubber grips that I can find. And they came in two for one. Okay, 2 in a package. And they were like 8 something or close to $9. And so I said, well, what do I have to lose? Let me order them, and I did. Okay? And let me tell you, it is unbelievable. Okay? I can draw this weapon so much faster with so much more confidence now, because as soon as I put my hands on this grip, this handle, the gun becomes part of my hand. It just becomes that secure in my hand. Okay, this is very soft, very grippy, and I can feel the cushiony feel of the handle now, and I can tell that this will mitigate a lot of the harsh recoil a gun may make and make my hand feel a lot better. At the same time, giving me really confident grip. Okay, I don't have to squeeze the handle hard now in order for me to feel as though the gun is going to stay put and stable. Okay, I can concentrate more on the aiming and the trigger squeeze than having to worry about this gun moving around in my hand. So yes, this does perfectly well to support your confidence and your physical speed of handling this weapon. Awesome. The only drawback of these particular grips that I have right now is that the rubber grips are kind of tall, and it does cover partially as you can see, the mag release button here. But it has absolutely, this does not interfere with the functionality of it, because it works just fine. As you can see, it releases the mag, no problem. Okay. On the Staccato, same thing. This gun never felt more comfortable in my hand than it does now with this grip on there. With that stippling, it never really felt that comfortable in my hand. I could feel the stinging sensations in my palm, and I could tell that by wearing this holster, wearing this gun in a inside the waistband holster, the stippling on the handle would definitely cause a huge rash effect. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I got these from Amazon, and I looked up the cheapest one and ordered it. I don't even know what company makes this. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to take a look at these grips. I highly recommend them. I don't know about I know I have grips on my 6 hour, and those were excellent. I might even include those grips in the descriptions down below. But that 6 hour, the grips that I put on my 6 hour, and hold on, I'll show it to you. 1 second. All right, so I'm back. Here's the grips that I put on my SIG, and this one has the finger grooves on it, and it does feel just awesome in my hand. It does. This, for some reason, this rubber is harder than this rubber. This has a very soft feel to it, cushiony feel to it. This one is harder. I'll put both of them in the links, description link down below. But again, under this, SIG has stippled the shit out of this handle, and it was just horrible. Whenever I wore this inside the waistband, it was horrible. This stippling was just uncomfortable as hell, and I don't know why they would do that to a subcompact that is designed for personal, very close up and personal carry kind of thing, to make it so uncomfortable as to put stippling on your handle. I understand it's a small gun and you want a really good purchase and grip on it so that it doesn't feel like it's gonna fly out of your hand or whatever, but folks, or people who manufacture guns, please stop putting standard stippling on your handles. If we want better grip, we can go this route. There's solutions for better grip. I don't care if you have to put Ranger bands on your handle to get a better grip. Anything is better than stippling. So stop stippling your handles. That is such a ridiculous thing to do. So that's my take. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, well, tell me your argument in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe. See ya. So with the rubber grips in a duty holster, as you're walking, your arm can constantly be rubbing up against the handle of your weapon, and if it's stippled, hard stipple, you could be scratching up your forearm and cause a rash or whatever. It's very uncomfortable, actually, to the point where if it's all day long, it could wind up hurting. But with the soft rubber grips, you don't have that problem. You could rub there all day and nothing, no discomfort.